Hello friends, I hope that you have enjoyed International Mother Language Day. But you are not alone, but lots and lots people are there who are confused regarding their mother language. So, in this particular video, I am going to talk about the points. I am going to talk about the way how to know what is your mother language. Yeah, you have listened very right. Lots and lots of people, due to the demand of job, due to other demand or due to other need, they shifted from their parental place to some of the towns, some of the metros or other location. And in the long run, it means that maybe 20 year 10 year or more than that, or 30 years, they start speaking other language, and then the problem arises that they are confused about their mother language, that what is my mother language, which particular language is my native language. So if you are one of them, then you are not alone. Even I was little bit confused that which is my mother language, because I already know 3 to 4 languages, and all of them are such a such a connected to the society that sometimes I get confused that Hindi, of course I have no confusion regarding English, but Hindi, Maghi or Bhojpuri, which one is, or my own native language is the Maghi. So that has been spoken in the Nawada district of Bihar. So in this particular presentation, I am going to talk about that important points which will clarify your position regarding mother language. First of all, the first important point is not necessarily the language you have gained by the birth is your mother language. This should be the very clear. Maybe that you have born some places where you have lived just a few months or few years, and you have not caught that language, and you have shifted to some other places, then maybe that your mother language will be other. So don't get confused that the place where you have born, the location where you have born is your mother language. So first thing, that is the confusion related to this point, is the mother language has nothing to do with the location or the community or the tribe or the country. So which one is the mother language? Next important thing is the second point will clear you that the language through which you feel or through which you communicate in the intrapersonal communication. What does it mean? Intrapersonal communication is to communicate within, inside our mind and inside our body. For example, if I am in difficult situation, if I am in such a situation where I am feeling anxiety, depression or any of the diseases, or I have got sick, then in which particular language I used to console myself, or I feel the energy and warmth in which particular language. So the language which is being used for the intrapersonal communication, which is the communicating with oneself, is the sign to identify the mother language. So this is one of the important point. Now second important point is that the language which is being used to communicate with the God. Of course, this is a very strong point. Whenever you are in front of the God or in front of someone in which you have the faith and devotion, and you feel that with this communication you can get something from them, something from that Almighty. So that particular language in which you are communicating with the God or the divine is the mother language. Of course, please note it down, because in mother language you feel the warmth, passion, energy, and is such a level of vibration through which you can easily communicate with the divine or with the God. So whenever you are in front of the God or in the front of the divine, then you use mother language for communicating with God and the divine. Now moving to the third important point, that is equally very important. When you feel anger, suppose when you feel anger and you want to scold someone, or you want to you want to use the slang language, then which particular language you use? Of course, the anger has to do with our mother language, because other language which we have acquired may be used for the professional gain, may be used for the social connectivity, or due to other requirement. But whenever we feel anger, pain, anxiety, then we use to communicate in the mother language. So whenever you are angry, in which particular language you use to think about somebody else, or about your boss, or about your family member, or about anybody on which you have anger? This is again a very important and the easy method to understand the mother language. Okay, now moving to the next important point. That is that the language which is being used in your family member to communicate with your mother, to communicate with your wife. This can be, not necessarily it is, but this can be your mother language. But if you have married to somebody else who is from different language community, and you are communicating with in that particular language, then not necessarily that is your mother language. So this may be the instance that the language which is being used in your family to communicate with your father, with your mother, or with your wife may be your mother language. So these are some of the point, and again one important point I have just recalled, that point is important, that when you moving with very moving somewhere and and accidentally you get hurted by anybody else, and automatically in that language in which you express your heart, like ouch, or again are baap re baap, then that particular language is your mother language. The language which comes automatically from your inner inner self in the situation of accident, or in the situation of emergency, then that is also your mother language. Okay, so these are some of the point through which you can understand, you can recognize, you can zero your mother language. I hope that on the eve of International Mother Day, this particular presentation, this particular discussion will help you to identify which is your mother language. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if yes, then please subscribe to the channel, and you can also like the video, even you can comment on the video. We will meet with some new energetic presentation. Till then, bye bye.